Hi, good morning from the UK. I've got the hiccups. I know. You couldn't believe the amount of things I'm going through at the moment, especially with technology. When I'm gonna do a video and everything stops, crashes, and then it's a little round thing, colorful, that keeps going on in circles, and nothing you can do to stop it. And that is when I've got clients. It's constant. And I've got two really good phones, two laptops, another one coming, and the best internet connections you can have to live in a foresty area like myself. And the matrix is just a dead, and I'm not sure. But anyway, the office continues. I went for lunch, and I made some notes because it is quite not chronological, isn't it? It's jumping from one side to another one, and it's just structuring the story right. And it's to simplify it. The whole story will come in ebook with all the even more fun and crazy bits. But this is an amazing introduction to the whole story. That sorry about the hiccups. They will go. They will go by the time we end this video. Possibly right at the end, they'll go. So anyway, I thought that we introduced this as a very matrix-like stories, and everything gets quite complex, quite crazy. It's like stepping into insanity workout for the mind. So I thought, let's just introduce it with effect, isn't it? So the abyss continues. Yeah, expected, guys. I love good entrances. Anyway, he was imprisoned, Matrix God. I was let in the place with my baby cat. Well, 16 years old cat, but she looked like a baby, beautiful, total black, and a white little bit here, and quite a little fluffy kind of coat, and a little small tail. She was a mixed breed. So anyway, you can see I adore cats. I decided to, even though it wasn't COVID at the time, to isolate myself. I had enough. Yeah, time to be with my cat, play, and not even think about anything. Just be free. Yes, be free. I decided to go. Made myself a nice warm bath. I made the bath go freezing cold. Then a shower, nice and warm. Step in, freezing cold. That happened throughout the whole Abyss journey, and continue till now. Still have it. Temperature, frequency, yeah. At the end, I just got used to cold showers. It was fine. I needed to have a shower, and I was absolutely fine. The main thing, I was isolated. Then the place, the custody or prison that he supposedly was, because he wasn't, he was having fun. He was just pretending, all for the story movie sake of it. It was really complex to make a booking to somebody. It could take hours of phone waiting. Eventually, you get the booking. It was on certain days that he could need some money, he could need some clothing. Every single wing, which it was groups of different prisoners, were allocated different dress codes. So I had to make sure that whatever I sent to him was that color theme. When I used to go there and wait, it was a complete show. Literally, the parking garage where I used to park the car was like 1 minute walk to the prison. In that minute, amount of people that the men that could come to chat me up, try to touch me, it was just surreal. So I could go really, really fast. Once I got to prison and I went into the waiting area, I would get the car with the number. The car disappeared. Well, I mean, the show just to get in was, again, there were children waiting to see their dads. And the children would just try to come and speak to me, and the mothers would just push them away from me. And one of them, I remember, she with an amazing little drawing of myself, herself, and a teddy bear, and with the word love, something like that. I thought it was beautiful. I noticed that whenever I was out, people that was around me had disabilities, were not well, and for example, as I was going towards the visiting area, a woman just looked at me. She could hardly walk, and then my hip started hurting. She got better as I looked, and I became in pain. So I had to be very, very careful of what was happening, how my energies were taken. Photos were taken of me constantly. I was the center of kind of the planet matrix Earth. When I got to see him, obviously the relationship wasn't very good. I had been punched. I still had the black eye. I sat down, and he pretended to be talking, but telepathically said, "Are you okay? Is everything going fine?" I was really confused. Who's the one talking? So anyway, he would just spend 45 minutes talking crackers in the whole prison system. It was a mute, and I give you that. I would give him a kiss goodbye, just leave, go to the same show, and drive back. He was given, I believe, 3 weeks, so I went there 3 times to see him. In the meantime, he was lecturing me about, needing to go to the spa to heal properly, the leisure center. So I decided to go as instructed. It's like a force was taking me there. And I noticed when I used to get changed and put the human costume and go down, that mostly they were men. Some of them I could see the reality doing perverted things. So when I was on the pool trying to touch me, so I stopped going. And when he asked me, I said to him over the phone, "This is the reason why I'm not going to put myself through that. This is pathetic, and I can say it all. What's the point?" Like he said, "No, because then you can see what's happening. I've already seen it. Like you keep showing it to me. It's no need for me to go through it." Then the ex-roommate, another god, he kept visiting from time to time, trying to chat me up. I would just go to my room, shut the door. He would try to invite me. "Would you like join? Would you like to have a drink or dinner?" I would say yes. I would get the joint, the drink, go to my room. So he left. And then the other goddess, the ex, was the shape-shifted version of my coach, the female coach, or the wife of the matrix god, would come daily basis knocking at the door. Then she would call me and say to me, "I've been going to your place, you didn't answer." "Yes, I know, I was in the bath and I don't like being disturbed." That was my answer. Then my matrix god contact me and said, "Lou, there's a reason why she needs to speak to you. Just have your enemies closer." So she would come. And one evening, she just got a drink, a bottle of vodka. I didn't drink. I just was drinking water. She got really, really drunk. She got hungry, and I had this genius idea. And I said, "Well, do you want me to make you something?" But then again, I hinted that she was overweight and that she needed to lose weight. And then I said, "Look, I just bought this new cat food. Isn't that amazing? You give them this twice a day or 3 times, depending how greedy they are or spoiled. And they have all the vitamins and minerals, and their core shines, and they look amazing. Shouldn't we have something like that for humans?" And I took one. I said, "And it smells great. You want to try?" She ate the whole pack or half of it. She was out of it. She showed me a picture from her Facebook. Oh, that really cracked me up. Where there was the demon, the devil, in red with the horns, and an angel, and they were in love. I said, "Look, that's the angel I want to be." I said, "Well, in love with the devil. That's not being an angel." And she said, no, then I'll turn the devil good. I said, it's the devil. Metaphorically, he doesn't. He'll turn you bad, you muppet. She didn't get it. She had this delusion that the Matrix God was so evil, but his love for her was so strong that he would change and be good. She was even worse than him. I mean, I don't know which one was the worst of the three, because you see, between the three, they had these mad ideas. You see, I was to marry their son, and the plot was within her, the goddess, and the son to marry me. Obviously, the plan of the Matrix God was for them to fail, so he had to obviously step in as the only one who could do it and then marry me. But there was another plan. His wife and the son were planning to overthrow him, design a place magnetically designed for him to be in prison for eternity, and then find a way of the other one marrying me, even if it was by force. That Matrix God is quite smart. He knew. He was allowing them to believe that he didn't know. And he knew who the allies, because some of the allies told him. He had everything under control. There's no escaping him in the Matrix, like there is no escaping the source. In the world, in the universe, there's no escaping the Matrix coding, what's going on. This is his artificial intelligence, designed. So it's highly protected by him. So anyway, the last time I remember I saw her, she came with a photo of her new soulmate, and she was gonna move in with him. Right. So make sure you come and say goodbye. She didn't, obviously. I wouldn't have answered anyway. So yeah, that was happened. And then it came the day that Matrix Ghost came back from prison, and obviously I had the drink, the drugs, everything except kind of like crack cocaine. We never got there, neither could he. And spice, all of them, different flavors. I don't know. I've never tried that, but when I try it, I try everything. He came back and he said, "Oh, after so long, 3 weeks of being in custody, I'm really hungry. I want to try new things. I need to go out. So I'm ready. Let's have some drugs and let's go." Great. Some spice. I was completely out of it, but totally in control, if you know what I mean. Pretending, just playing the game. Anyway, I told my baby cat to wait. Hopefully we wouldn't be long. I left extra food, extra water, just in case, because with him you never know where you're gonna end up the night. And he took me actually about, I think, 5 minutes drive to this pub in the countryside. From outside it looked quite pretty. And then we went in. There was not many people in there. And as we went in, there was a door leading to the garden. It was sunny. It's a lovely day. So he, without asking the permission, he opened the door. And I looked, and it was just really filthy, dirty. It was like, oh, not right. Like from another decade. It was something really wrong. Like it was being abandoned. It's like the same feeling when I saw that abandoned house, when I experienced shift of realities of my friend that bought the house. For those that haven't watched the video, it's displayed on the videos. The same kind of feeling. And I thought, I'm not going there. He closed it, and then he did something with the door. Open it. I said, let's go out. I said, I don't. And then as I was looking, it turned into a paradise garden. And he looked at me. So you see, it's an illusion. The Matrix can be whatever it wants to be. But why is it so pretty? So we sat down for a coffee, and then my cat was there jumping around, chasing a butterfly. And I look at Matrix Code. I said, what is she doing here? So then you realize that she jumped into the car. She just sneaked into the back. So I had no idea. Anyway, half an hour later, I spent forever running after her to get her into the car, to the point I had to sit down. After half an hour, I spent 10 minutes. I thought I lost her. I was in hysterics. And then I went to the medical school, was waiting for me in the car. And as I walked there, she was on the back seat, looking through the window. Look, Mommy, I'm waiting. I said, you backer. Anyway, she decided to join the journey with us, so that we did. Okay, let me remember what happened next. Okay, so right. Okay, I think I've got 2 more stories to tell you. Oh, maybe a few more. So what happened? Oh yes, that was amazing. He decided then to go down to Watford, where he originally is and most of his family is, and take me to down to a trip towards Memory Lane and showed me where he lived, all his family. I'll tell you the whole thing in more detail, but today specifically his auntie and uncle that we visited, totally and completely against my will. There we went. They opened the door reluctantly. We entered. He sat down to make a joint. They said to him that no joints allowed in the house, to go to the patio area. He went to the patio area. I was left with those 2 who I didn't know. They said to me, you smoke? I said, absolutely not. Him. And I told him not to be rude and not to smoke in anybody's place. And then the woman decided, she made me a coffee with some biscuits. I was having the coffee, waiting for the other one to smoke whatever he was smoking, a spice joint or a cocktail, because he used to mix everything. And she showed me, some photos, an album of photos. So anyway, then I was looking at the photos a little bit bored, and oh my God, they did get my attention. Honestly. There he was when he was little, and there they were, the mom and dad of my other ex, with their family, all knowing each other, in Africa, in the Caribbean, in England. I thought I've been so blind. So thank you for the photo. She kept going, but I just shut the album. The other one came, stone, saying it doesn't affect me. And then he looked at them and said, do you get now that I'm God? And they said, yes, yes. So can we leave now? No. We left. Let me see if there's anything else for me to say. Yeah, well, I kept going day and night, no break. Possibly 1-2 hours sleep. Going to visit the whole entirety of his family that are in the UK. And I'm telling you, there were some characters. I mean, the Abbeys went for almost in 2 years, 1.5 years, 2 years. It's crazy. And at the end, kind of the worst that could haven't happened, and it was the greatest blessing of all what happened. The 5 years after the Abbey's, I kind of always something deep inside told me, and I can't wait to do the Abbey's as fast as I possibly can and get to that part, because that part was just absolutely phenomenal. How I managed to survive in the most dangerous place that you can be, the prison environment. My goodness, that it opened my eyes. What happens there? What a business. How unfair. How women are treated, or men. Mm. So I'm kind of on it as well. It's part of my lenses and project to bring awareness to what they're doing in prisons. It's a complete joke, and I'm gonna expose it all. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. The abyss continues. Yeah, in the next one, I'm gonna say the thing I've been waiting to say for a long time. Believe it or not, I said I know Kung Fu, guys. The martial arts started with the shadows. It was a nightmare, but it was fun as well. Guys, till the video, I love you unconditionally. Goodbye.